Week 3 of the 100-day Eat Wealthy challenge. Obviously, this is my own challenge that I made up, so there's a few bumps along the way. I've had to make a few concessions, a little rule changes. Initially, I was thinking that I could spend 125, I think that's my, yes, no. How much weekly is my spend? Yes, 125. Why does that not sound right? Because I haven't, oh yes, that's right. Because I've been going over. So I have a little bit of an issue, and my issue tends to be, oh, I could show you, I guess. Hold on. My issue tends to be wine. Hi, everybody. That's my issue. And when I put you on hold, it's not like I put you on hold for a really long time. It was literally just a second so I can grab it because it's right next to my bed. That's how much of an issue it is. So basically every single night I have a glass of wine. And the wine is throwing over my budget. Okay, so legitimately I'm going over budget. That's number one. So I've decided to remove my wine budget. It's going to be completely separate from Eating Wealthy. So, it's my challenge. I get to do that, okay? Because not everybody drinks wine. Not everybody is a connoisseur like I am, okay? So, I was going over budget a little bit with the wine situation. And I'm laughing because I have a case of wine that I just... See, I realize this because I'm looking over here. Okay, I'm going to have to put you on hold again. Alright, so I have like this. So I went wine shopping is essentially what happened. I will blame it on my mom. I kind of hang out with my mom and we did some wine damage. But I got some really good, like this is like a $30 bottle of wine, and like I got it on a super sale. So a lot of my money goes here, okay? No, not a lot. Not a lot. Okay. If I was going to look at my budget, there's a good portion going to my wine selections. And I'm not willing to give up my wine. And let me tell you something, if I was wealthy, I wouldn't be giving up my wine, no way. So it's a separate budget. Food, wine, completely separate. Okay, I'm just gonna put, so basically I have all these. Can you hear that? I was a little shaky my wine. Let's see, what else? So my budget was crappy. Oh, but I have something good to tell you guys. I have felt, oh my God. I don't know how to, I'm trying to remain positive, but I'm super emotional over the past few days because I have a lot of other stuff going on. I'm going to be moving. I have, as some of you know, I have a son that I have a lot of issues with, and I'm continuing to have issues with. So this week that really came to a head. So I'm actually really emotional, and because I'm really emotional, I was like super crying about my Eat Wealthy challenge this morning. And it's because I think a lot about things, okay? So I've been thinking about eating wealthy and what that means, and the fact that for so many years I haven't really like cared. I don't care about what I eat. And I really don't. And I think it's hard for people to understand. I think there are a lot of people in this world that each of us have gifts, right? Like each of us have our things, our wants, our desires. And wholeheartedly, 100%, I can tell you 100%, I have never been concerned about like what I eat and whether or not I gain weight. And I know that sounds, I don't know how that sounds. I'm sure to a lot of people that would be very surprising and they would think that's not true, but it really is true. I really have never given it much of a second thought. I've always gone on diets, but diets have always been just to lose weight. I've never been, I need to get healthy. You understand? And I don't know why. Again, it's just not something I've ever really cared about. And then I think my mom had this health scare this year, and I started, when your parents start getting older and you start thinking about, I hope I don't cry here. This is going to be like my emotional one. Look at, you're in my bedroom with me, right next to my wine bottle, So I think when we think about like being on this earth, I don't want to spend the latter half of my life, I don't want to be sick. I want to be healthy so I can do stuff. Does that make sense? And then, so I think I've just been thinking about it a lot, and I started wondering, like really beating myself up, like, why have I not cared about my health up until this point? And I have no answer. Like, I have no answer for it. I have other things that I care deeply about. Family and friends, and I have a lot of other things that I care very deeply about. So you understand that when you don't care, or when your health is not something you make a priority, you feel a lot of guilt about that, because many people do make their health a priority, and it's like, something obviously is wrong with me, right? Like, something obviously, I don't know, I think I rubbed something in my eye, and I hate that, because my eye is hurting now. And I knew I was going to get emotional, and I'm just going to post it, because I'm just like, whatever, I don't care anymore, I'm so done. I really am trying to work on things, and that's it. And that's just it. So, whatever. I don't care anymore. I care more, you see? I mind myself just in my bedroom randomly saying I don't care anymore, when obviously I do. Ugh, God. I think I'm sweating, like my upper lip, my nose is running. So this is what I'm trying to say. Each day, I'm just never going to stop crying today. I realized this 100-day Eat Wealthy challenge is not about losing weight for me. I realized that 2 weeks ago. And it's more trying to understand why I've lived the lifestyle that I have lived, and how I can change it, how I could be better at it, because I do want to be healthy. I definitely do. And this week was an overwhelming week, and I still was able to, not 100%, but I still was able to plan some meals and make food without going out, and use good ingredients, and I'll keep working at it, Anyways, I can't shift it. I don't know if I can shift it. I made chili. I have like, you know when you have like that bubble coming out of your nose because you're like, you got mocos coming out of your nose. Okay, everybody, I made some chili, okay? I made some chili. And it's with all fresh ingredients. I'm lying, it's not. It's with all organic ingredients, okay? I went to Sprouts, I got a whole bunch of like really good stuff. And I went shopping for the week and I made chili. I gave some to my son and he really liked it. So that's half the battle, right? And I'm going to eat that. That's my meal prep for the week. I'll eat it with some avocado, with some cheese, with some tortillas or bread or whatever. And there you go. Next week, I'm going to come back with my mojo. My mojo will come back. I just go through these, like, emotional... You guys, I'm so drama. Please know I'm perfectly fine. I'm just the type of person that wears their, all their emotions, on the outside, rather than keep them bottled up in a big, juicy wine bottle. Oh my God. Life, right? Like, seriously. I don't know if anybody watches, like, my videos this far. I've been talking for a while. But life is a thing, right? Like, I always thought, at a certain point, you would have things figured out, right? Like, you would just figure it out. And I feel like I'm constantly figuring things out. And I don't know if that's normal. Does everybody still into adulthood? Do they still just figure stuff out? Like, that you need to eat healthy? Right? Like, are you still figuring these things out? I feel like so many people have it together by a certain age, and I don't know. I'm still figuring things out. I'm such a drama queen, I swear. I'm gonna go blow my nose and, like, pretend at some point, that my life is good, because actually it is. I'm not pretending. I have a pretty good life. Alright, bye. Awkward, right? I don't mean to be.